Oh, here we go. We got Ryan Aitken coming back to the stage. Ryan's been looking very calm, very professional. He's got a very good coach in Sean Applegate right there in his corner. Looks like Kevin is in his corner as well. Kevin Buring's, you know, Kevin's been competing as well. That entire 10th Planet Atlanta camp is just game. They're always competing all around the southeast. Ryan is a combat jiu-jitsu former champion. And then we got Kade coming up. I mean, Kade has been very impressive, but he's got a tough task here with Ryan Aitken. Kade, Anastasios, staying composed. He's got a lot of good leg lock attacks, but Ryan is just a giant right now. Very, very large compared to Kade. At least 2 weight categories above. Let's see how Kade is able to deal with Ryan's just stature right now. He may have to pull guard. He's looking a little hesitant. Maybe trying to bluff Ryan into pulling guard. And he does. He gets the guard pull. Ryan just accepts it. Doesn't want to waste any time. Ryan's just like, come on over here. We'll play whatever you want to play. Faking, looking to sit up, wrestle. Kade got his wish. I mean, he has an opportunity now. He can use this to go side to side.
Oh, I like that. Kazoosh.
Yeah, but look at Ryan trying to get that idiot sweep. You know, 10th Planet Atlanta, they like to get you off balance before you even engage. You don't even know it, but you're already tripping.
Look at that. Great elevation.
May look to
back to that shoulder crunch.
Yep.
Really, really strong brace.
Golly. Ryan's just so good at that close combat, just inside space battle. But look at Kade able to get into this body lock just to stop a lot of that Ryan's momentum. Ryan's going to, frame on Kade's face. It's a great way to relieve some of that body lock pressure. Kade is not shying away from Ryan's guard. But Ryan able to come up on the leg right there. And that's what he wanted. You could tell he sat guard in order to sit up. Now he's taking the back. He can drag him back.
It's funny when you're that big, like bigger than your opponent, the seatbelt on the 4-point isn't so bad.
Exactly.
When you're small, you slip right off of that.
Yeah. Look at that roll by Kade in order to try to get out, but Ryan is just on his back.
He's not here to play.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to give up this arm bar, but it's looking like he might transition into it.
Think he's going to go for that triangle again?
Yes, of course.
Is that his, like,
Ryan,
is that his MO?
No, Ryan's got good everything, man.
Okay.
He's just, I mean, he started out as more of a wrestler, top pressure, but now, going into 10th Planet Atlanta, he's really gotten his bottom game just so good and clean that there's no faults, man. He's a tough guy to beat athletically as well as technique-wise. Those guys at 10th Planet Atlanta
they don't play.
They execute. They stick to a game plan to execute. But Kade doing a really good job, just not being afraid of.
Also a little not engagey.
I feel like Kade's been going forward.
He has?
Oh,
okay.
yes. He's not been shying away from the action. And that is much respect to Kade.
This is, again, look at the hip. This is now 2 people we've seen doing that with the butterfly half.
Yes, but you
Heavy
see
hip.
Kade tries to pummel his left leg and windshield wiper to try to block that bottom leg.
Taza kept doing that too.
Yes.
Oh, see, this is something I need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it's all about. I do these so I can learn.
Some people like to put their knee into that slot as well too, to try to get kind of like a.
Oh, Kade almost on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Great look.
Kade's been getting more comfortable as this match goes on. If anything, Ryan has been kind of shying away as the match goes on. It goes to show you, man, you can pressure on top and kind of change the outcome of the match if you're able to just stay on top, pressure, not get too crazy. You see right there, Kade's getting a little crazy, putting a lot of weight onto Ryan.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice hip throw by Kade.
Wow, what a hip throw. A little Uchimata.
Heavy hips from Kade.
Yeah, you could tell Kade is very strong, you know, but the weight that he's lifting with Ryan Aitken, it costs a lot. He needs to be careful not to explode so much, because if he messes up once and it's on bottom, it may be a terrible mistake. Like right there, there's a sweep, and right like that, Ryan's right on top.
That's not where you want to be.
Not especially after a lot of
That was not
explosions.
in the game plan.
Yeah. You know, you get a little comfortable. You get a little comfortable, and then the other person goes, never mind, I'm on top.
We're going to move him to the center.
It looks so. It looks like they're just checking the position. Going to restart in the center. Oh, man, we got Ryan Aitken on top. Kade, Anastasios on bottom. I mean, Kade has been pressuring on top, but got swept by Ryan and now has to escape the side control. He might be in trouble, but he was able to get out of a potential back take, so he's got good defense. He just needs to make sure that he stays very, very smart. But as I say that, Ryan just jumps right into mount. That's tough right there. Kade needs to maybe try to get a knee in. His legs are a little bit too high. He needs to keep his legs a little bit more flatter. Look for maybe a kipping escape. Yeah, this is a tough position to be in. Ryan is just using those underhooks on both sides to really just work his way up into Kade's mount and maybe turn him into this gift wrap. Kade doing a good job of not falling for it, not turning. You know, just squaring up, eating the damage, looking for his opportunity. I wish he would just flatten his feet a little bit more. His feet are just allowing Ryan to just stay comfortable in this mount. And this is why we learn how to shrimp, boys and girls, because sometimes a good shrimp is what we need right here. If Ryan was able to get his bottom of his hips to his side, there he goes.
I hate when it's that head and arm with the bent elbow.
Oh yeah, and
it's like it hurts and you can't breathe. It's all bad.
Yeah,
it's all bad.
This is easier said than done. You know, when you got somebody that large and knows what they're doing on top of you, it's really tough to really get anything without compromising a worse position. And look at that. Ryan looking to choke with an arm bent. I mean, that might be a waste of time, and it might allow Kade to get out, though. Ryan needs to be careful and maybe go back down and recollect that arm a little bit better. But he seems comfortable. He may be looking to shoot a triangle.
3.5 minutes to work here.
Yeah, looks like he's looking to S. Looking to chair sit, maybe. We might see a chair sit from Ryan. But Kade doing a good job just staying flat, even though he does need to get his lower half to his side and look to put one of his knees through and get to that half guard, even a quarter guard, something other than full mount. I mean, this mount is not helping Kade right now.
That boy's big on top.
Yes, but I mean, instead of this overhook that Kade is doing, he needs to switch to more of a frame in front of Ryan's face. That will allow him to push Ryan back down, and then that will allow his legs to kind of mermaid or kip out a little bit easier too. Turning to his side, there you go. Now he needs to use his legs, especially that. You see how his right leg is just up like that? He needs to use that right leg to go either underneath or on top of Ryan's leg in order to pull himself back into a half guard. You don't always got to win right away. You can do slow micro movements, especially when somebody's bigger, stronger, or more athletic, or just better at jiu-jitsu. You can use micro movements to get to a more safer escape route. Because any explosion that Ryan does could lead to a back take, could lead to an arm bar, could lead to a triangle. There's that kip right there.
Nice.
Turn to his side. There it is.
Beautiful. You know the technique works when you can do it on a giant like that.
Exactly.
Snaps him down to a front headlock. I love the aggression.
And I think Kade might have took his time there, getting a little bit more energy
On the
back
circle.
before he attempted that kip. Very smart planning if that's the case. Because that was a beautiful kip. Allowed him to get out. But he needs to be careful. He's giving Ryan all his weight again. 1 minute, 30 seconds. I would be very surprised because it's anybody's game in overtime. It's anybody's game.
I mean, is the size discrepancy huge, or am I just like...
No, it's huge. Ryan looks
right?
like 3 times bigger.
He really does.
You didn't see them standing up. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But I mean,
even in mount, like it's like Kade disappeared.
Yeah, but Kade has been
good on him,
Kade
'cause
has been the aggressor.
He's been in game, dude.
Kade has been aggressive. Anytime he had an opportunity, he's on top. He's pressuring right into Ryan.
Nice hip switch from
He's
Kade.
not shying away from the action, you know. And I think that's that goes to show you. That goes to show you Kade has dealt with big people before. He's not worried about size. He has an idea of what he can do. He's got this body lock passing situation. But, you know, Ryan's going to frame on the face again. Ryan in his butter half. Kade's going to put pressure on that shield. Now, with 40 seconds left, it might be better to just kind of breathe and get ready for this overtime. Yeah.
Wow.
Because neither of them are going to get a sub in 30 seconds now.
You never know.
You do never know. That is very true. It's always when I say they never.
And then it happens, right? Yeah,
come on, man.
They'll never snap the ankle.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Nice
look
head
at
and
that.
arm.
Very
just
nice.
head,
Very nice dive, but it almost cost him the back. Yeah, that's crazy. And you know, this is very even if Ryan is able to get through this, it shows the other competitors that he is human. He does have situations in which you can capitalize on. You know, Ryan did a good job of showing the other competitors. Kade did a good job of showing the other competitors how to deal with Ryan. But I mean, with this overtime,
we're going OT, right?
Yeah, we're gonna see. Sometimes it's easier for the smaller person to rotate out of a back take or an armbar. But it's not always the case. Usually the bigger person should be able to control better and should be able to finish easier. And 10th Planet Atlanta, known for their EBI overtime practices. They're no strangers to this rule set.
It's never mind.
Ryan on the back.
Yep.
Right into the body lock triangle. Or body triangle. Looking to peel these arms. Kade is not looking happy right now. His neck is...
God, that is
his neck is
brutal.
wide open. Yeah. And you could tell... Kade might have an idea, though. He's looking like he's trying to get his back to the mat, going the opposite direction of traditional escapes, which is a thing. But you got to be careful because he's running right into that choke. Right there. There it is. There's that tap. Now,
Tapped him?
Yeah, Kade has to get a tap.
In about 34 or 32 seconds.
Which is a tough order, you know, when somebody can grab both of your hands with one hand.
It's like a burger well done, bro. Tough order.
Well done.
Tough order.
This would be a crazy upset, but if Kade can get a sub.
Dude, him leaning forward, it's like
it's
he's
too
not
much.
even cheating. He's just so big.
Yeah, the back is just blocking his whole head, which is great. Then he's out. Right there.
Oh, body triangle, the giant.
But Kade does a good job. But there's that rotation. There's that rotation.
Oh, and he's able to get out.
Yeah.
And he's able to get out.
Very similar strategy to Hunter Colvin, but Hunter just able to really get more rotation on there. But you see the strategy, especially when you're bigger, you gotta rotate. And like that, Ryan moves on to the next round. But very impressive by Kade.
Ryan Aitken.
Kade with a very impressive, but yet lost to Ryan Aitken. Ryan Aitken had a very good match, moves on to the next round, gets the sub in overtime. And just like that, we are on to the next round.